We want new game because we've not beaten the old game. Focus on the story, original difficulty created by developers. We'll start on hard and we might change it if I'm getting housed, because this is supposed to be our like chill out game. Among the stars of the night, there is a land as old as imagination. I love the art style. One night, mazes full of extraordinary treasures and deadly creatures appeared in this land. They called them the Dungeons, strange, ever-changing ruins of unknown lands. Soon, a village of the slightly curious took root near the dungeons. This they named Renoka. Among the settlers, two groups shined brightest, heroes and merchants, glory and riches. But the dungeons proved too dangerous. They were soon closed as too many lives were lost in their depths. Life became hard for the town, especially for the young owner of the oldest shop, Will of Moonlighter, long dreaming of opening the mysterious fifth door of the dungeons. Headband applied. Ooh, very hyper-light drifter. Yeah, so you'll feel it more in those cutscenes than in the main game because it's not quite as abstract as hyper-light. And you're right, the colors it's definitely a different color palette. Will trudging through. Something I love even more than pixel art, which I mean obviously I do enjoy me some good pixel art, is when pixel art is like super well animated. All right, so we can move. Got it. We're good at that. We have a dodge roll. Okay, so this is enter the Gungeon. Hiya. Hoya. Can I dodge through bad guys? Oh, we're invulnerable when we're okay. You fools. You can't stop me. Uh-oh. You're doomed, pottery. Am I hitting him with a broom? I think we started with a broom. Hiya. Oh, I have like a stamina meter. It's just a combo, maybe. You're right. Yeah, if it's not a broom, it is broom-esque. We will be the bane of all pottery. Looks like right trigger to heal. Not gonna worry about it because I lost very little health. X is a dash. Oh, it's definitely a broom. Oh, get worked. Looking forward to the ultimate weapon, which will be the Wonder Broom. I think we have to unlock the Wonder Broom in House Flipper before I can wield it with Will here in Moonlighter. Foundry rests. Okay, we'll take those. Oh, that's right. This has like a weird, yeah, the inventory management and fabric. So this has got a little bit of a flavor akin to, if you are familiar with Reciteer and Item Shop Tale. This game has you juggle dungeon combat along with, oh, I couldn't hurt him. That's intriguing. Has you juggling dungeon combat along with like maintaining a store in town. I have a feeling this is the end of our tutorial and I'm just supposed to get housed here because this is a little out of hand. What now? Oh, that's what now. Okay. All right. Well, this is why they closed the dungeons in the first place. See ya, nerd. I love the windswept fabric and stuff. This is so beautifully animated. Zenon, what a sorry looking kid. All alone now. Rest for a bit, Will. I have you now. Ah, yes. Home sweet home. Imagine needing a sign in your own home to tell you what was home and what was the shop. Even as a mere child, barely able to walk, you were curious of the dungeons. What up, Schneider's house? The afterlife. We get some mysterious sketches. Clearly, Will's been taking notes. There's no doubt you carry the same obsession as old Pete. Morning, boy. Did our little merchant bite off more than he could manage? It looks like Will stole Zenon's hair. Will, listen to me. The hard truth is this. You are the last of your family, the only one left to run Moonlighter. You can't keep pushing yourself like this. Risking your life on the fifth door? Nonsense. Oh, risking your life on this fifth door nonsense is foolish. Just leave it. Hey, what's up, Weenie? Find some artifacts, then use your pendant to get out of the dungeon. And for Crater's sake, stop using that broom of yours, you daft boy. It's dangerous to go alone. Take this. It's mine from back in the day. Use it. I have little need for it now. The broom battle roguelike with a shop? Yes, indeed. That is what this is. Although the broom has already been retired, sadly. It made a one tutorial cameo. Now then, get up. You're wasting light. Can't have you neglect the shop all day. Let's see if I can get through your hard head some of the tricks that I picked up from your grandfather so many, many years ago. Yep, Leon. The monster's gonna fear the broom. We might bring it back out of retirement. I wonder if they let me re-equip it. Okay. He's gonna teach me how to run my own shop. It sounds promising. Successfully selling your merchandise takes knowledge of two things. You must know an item's value as well as its demand. Come now, open the shop up and allow the customers in. That's not how we open it up. Do I literally go to the door? We do. Hold to open shop. Successful. Hello, friend. You have a sizable backpack. Okay, they seem very excited. Did you see that? Best expression you can hope for. The item wasn't too expensive for them and not so cheap for you to lose profit. Be sure to pay attention to your customers' expressions. That's how your grandfather always knew if his prices were fair. Man, I'm in the wrong business. I should be selling backpacks. That means you could fail at opening the door. I don't think I need to tell you how that item was obviously overpriced. Lesson learned? Finally, be careful of selling a popular item too much. If you flood the market, you'll have to offer cheaper prices on your wares. Point is, charge higher when something is in high demand and in low supply. Take out your merchant notebook. It should hold all the information you have gathered on discovered wares and artifacts. Okay. Ah, okay. So we do learn the stuff. Selling reactions. Okay, so it'll keep a price point for me. That's nice. Okay, I can get behind that. Oh, it would seem the sun has fallen for the day. I best head off. You'll pick up more on your own. Restoring this shop to its full glory? That responsibility falls to you, not I. It's in your blood, Will. Make us proud. In the meantime, why don't you try that new sword of yours? Dungeons are more perilous at night, but one can always find better artifacts. Just don't dive too far. And use that pendant, boy. You ain't even gonna buy something, old man? You know, you could have run this tutorial by maybe spending some scratch. Go on now. These weary bones of mine must rest. All right. See you, buddy. I am going to knock the music down ever so slightly. We'll see how that does. All right. I keep hearing an old rumor around town about the dungeons, that maybe particular artifacts are easier to find at night. I mean, I don't think it's a rumor because we were just flat out told that. Have you found any new culture artifacts in the dungeons, Will? I always found it fascinating how all the items we find in the dungeons appear to be from entirely different civilizations with unique cultures. All right. I wonder if anyone else in the town like still has the stones to go into the dungeons. Dungeons this way. All right, let's get to a dungeon. And we can always meet everyone in town later. Oh, so my X is now a block because of my shield. I like that. Okay. Dungeons. All right. So what do we got? The Golem Dungeon. Dungeon available to merchants and heroes. The Desert Dungeon, only for heroes. Tech Dungeon, no entry. Forest Dungeon. Dungeon available to heroes, not recommended for merchants. And then the mysterious fifth door. You just gotta cut down this fabric and you can get in. That's what everyone was trying to figure out. Come on, gang. All right, so I guess we're headed to the Golem Dungeon. I hope those same monsters show up and they're like, oh, it's that idiot again. And I pull out the sword. Golem Dungeon 1. So the dungeons are randomized, which is where the rogue-lite nature of the game comes in. But it is somewhat predictable from what I know. You can like rely on certain enemy types and certain requirements to be in the same dungeon. I missed the broom already. Look, Will has the entire town to think of. We need to think of the children. Okay. Did that say 100% exploited? I don't know how much I love that phrasing. Ow! Sir. Let's see how much the shield blocks. Ooh. Blocks everything. You idiot. You've fallen into my trap. Broom-chan still loves us. Why did we leave her? Broom-chan, come back. All right, little slimelings. I'm just gonna go like this. And if you run into my sword, it's your own fault. So I think that this game, if I'm remembering right, because I have played it a touch, just not very much. It's a lot of like, how much do you trust yourself to push your luck? Because you can use the pendant to get out, and then you can take the stuff you've found back to the dungeon, or back to the Moonlighter with you. To a person of hopefully far better luck than I, my time is short. I took injury from the strange creature across the room. My pendant all but shattered from the scuffle. Check him out though. I'd say I fared better than he. He caught me spying on him near the Guardian's room. He dropped a couple items when he fled, one of which is this map? Diagram? Whatever it is. I was right. They called me crazy. Said old crazy Pete done gone lost his marbles. So wait a minute, this is the skeleton of Pete, which is the person that the elder was just talking about. But I was right. Each guardian of a dungeon must possess a key of sorts. All of them linked to that giant lock in the door, in that giant locked door outside the dungeons. The fifth door of Renoka. Sadly, I won't be around to see the door open. To whoever found me, I apologize for the smell, but the diagram should be around here somewhere. Please open the fifth door of Renoka. These dungeons are not what they seem. All right, well, I will take your sticks. Big boss gonna kill me. I supposed to let them all out. Now have to chase this weird creature that stole my stuffs. Ah, big boss gonna be so upset with little me. Oh, look at that. All right, so this is the diagram in question. Oh boy. And some goodies. So if we hold B, we go back to Moonlighter. Okay, so like if our satchel is full, I guess. Can I sleep here? Take a little napper? Oh, it's forcing me to go back to Moonlighter right now? All right. So this was the tutorial dungeon as well. Escaped with the pendant. Shows us our kills, shows us what we brought home. Love it. It did show the broom there in my equipment loadout, so we can maybe go back to Broomchan. Like, no one questions that. Like, we're talking about the dungeons instead of the teleport. Ah, the young proprietor of Moonlight has returned. You look intact. Finally learned to use that pendant properly. It's about time, boy. What are you holding? Is that a chart of the dungeons? Where'd you get this? You found old Pete. Dead. See? This is what happens when you chase what's behind that door. Leave it, Will. Just get the artifacts you need from the Golem Dungeon and look after Moonlighter. Now, I noticed some posts on that town board that may interest you. I read it finally. Some shops want to move in, attempt to revitalize this town. Apparently, they need some startup capital first. Would be nice to see some new life in Renoka. Nice indeed. Way to put that on me, Zenon. You can't just pony up some cash yourself. You used to be an adventurer. You had a sword you gave me. Misa, my son, when I find you. Oh, Will, have you seen Mesa around? Oh boy, no, I haven't. I'm sorry. The people of Renoka are so accustomed to culture artifacts from the dungeons. They have become a part of our daily lives, even a part of our food. Yo, y'all eating dungeon food? Come on now. All right, let's check out this town board. Investments. So I can buy stuff in the shop, which, if I'm honest, like, doesn't that sound more like something I should be doing? So I can buy additions to the shop, but I can also expand the shop for more spots to sell, it looks like. And then we got town upgrades. Okay, so that does just toggle between them. Vulcan's Forge. Do you feel the dungeons are too hard? Tired of your old weapon? I can solve that if you bring me enough money and materials. A forge to be reckoned with. The Wooden Hat? Is brute force getting you nowhere in the dungeons? Visit the Wooden Hat to find potions and enchantments for this and that. And then we've got a couple more that are not unlocked. So I will hold off on reading them until we know what's up. But we need the monies. None of that does us any good without the monies. Which one was the Moonlighter? Is it this one? Yeah, okay, so now we can sell stuff, right? I don't know why I would sell someone all this random junk. Like, why am I selling you vines and teeth stones? So I'm confused. We drop them here. We're gonna have to learn the pricings. Will they buy them in stacks, I wonder? So these are just sticks. So, like, let's be honest. Sticks, they're $2 a piece. Teeth stones. I mean, you gotta really be thinking with your noodler for some teeth stones. Maybe we're shooting low on these prices. Hang on. We're gonna go 25 for teeth stones. We're gonna go 10 for sticks. And 50 for iron bars. We'll see where that gets us. I might be letting these things go for a song, but we'll have to find out. We can check our almanac too. All right, so now I just have that available to read whenever we need it. Let's see. The Broom Spear. All right, so Broomchan has a name. It's the Broom Spear. So is this all equipment, or does this include the items I can just randomly find and sell? This looks to be all equipment. So how do I... This is stuff from the Golem Dungeon. Oh, we got a calendar? What is going on? This is out of control. Okay, here we go. Yeah, so I have no idea what the sweet spot on these is until we sell them some. It looks like Vine's showing 2 gold down there. I don't know. We'll have to wait and see. So what do I do? Can I... Yeah, I sleep. And then tomorrow we'll open the shop. All right, Will, that's enough sleeping. We got selling to do, boy. Come in, friends. Myriad treasures from the Golem Dungeon. You there, old Gran. Don't you need 10 iron bars? Oh, I forgot to reprice that crystal. Oh, so the sticks are overpriced. Oh boy. Guys, I'm a much better dungeoneer than I am a merchant. Can we, like, correct it midday? They hate me. All of them hate me. All right, so hang on. This, we know 10 is too much. Let's take that back down to 5. And then these guys, let's take these to 10. And then let me switch up the iron. We'll take this to 25. We'll see if this gets us anywhere better. Oh, the crystal, damn it. I keep forgetting. We found out that what, 100 was a good spot for one of those, right? Yeah, 100 was fine for those. Okay, so the stick we sold at 5, the iron we sold for 25, that was okay. The other guy, I think we pissed off so much he's not gonna buy anything. Oh, maybe, hang on, he's hanging out. Oh, more customers. Hello, hello, come in. Why would you come into my shop just to look out my window? Are you hiding from the police? That old dude's he's on the lam. He needs a crystal, like everyone who's rough and tumble. Yes, indeed. Here you are, friend. Can I... Ooh, I can restock midday too. All right, so can I put more than 10 down? We cannot. Okay, but that's fine. And then what was the other thing? Iron bars, we knew we kind of had a sweet spot price on. I don't want to keep these... I don't want to flood the market, but like we need some startup scratch. Gran loves iron bars. So how long does the selling cycle go? This is bonkers. I almost wish they just let me leave the stuff and then like come back and find out what I sold. Maybe we can hire an assistant later. Oh, this is just like a stick I had when I was a boy. All right, so the teeth stones still too much at a tenner. So how about we try these at 6? We'll see where that gets us. And then whetstones. Let's try whetstones for 10 and start there. And then vines, I think it was like, it told me $2 to begin. But let's try it at 4 and see if that's not different. Oop, and I didn't set... Let's get iron bars back in the mix. Because we'll probably... I would think the first thing I want to do is get enough money to maybe build that blacksmith. I like the idea of being able to upgrade our weapons and stuff. Oh boy. All right. So she's gonna buy it anyway, but she's mad about buying it. She must desperately need some vines. So 6 was a great price for the... Well, 10 was a steal for the whetstones. We won't make that mistake again. So let's see. Vines. The popularity on vines is low. All right, so we can maybe not put vines out for sale for right now. And then the teeth stone, popularity is neutral. Looks like $6 was pretty good for it. And then what about glass lenses? We don't know anything about glass lenses. So let's try glass lenses. Try it at 10, see where it lands us. Clearly the stuff I brought home from the dungeon was not like a get rich quick scheme. What is the old woman building? Oh, glass lenses. I'm letting them go for a song. I mean, one trip into the dungeons, if you're diligent about running the shop, you make pretty good scratch though. Sorry, Gran, I'm sold out. Can I close the shop? Oh, we can. Guys, get out of here. I got nothing but vines left. Ooh, okay, so then we get a little rundown. Yeah, we made $1,000. Vines have lost popularity. I've crashed the vine market. All right, so we're gonna stash the vines for another day. I totally forgot about this stuff. Rich jelly and fabric probably were worth selling. That's all right. We'll sell it next time. Let's go double check the town board and see. So I already have enough to open both of these stores. Oh, I love the little yes and no animated menu. All right. So we've just become an investor in a local blacksmithing startup. And then... Oh, that dude's just the builder. That guy's, he just shows up on demand to build things in these rustic backwater towns. I already... Oh, it just shows me that I've already done it. All right, and then we're also... This means we're not going to wind up being able to buy anything, but we didn't really get that tested in the dungeon before being forced to come back anyway, so I'm not worried about tricking out our equipment yet. But now we can go talk to 2 new faces. His name is Andre? Of course it is. I can't get away from blacksmiths named Andre. Aye! You must be Will, no? The one who requested my forge? My name is Andre, Forge Master Extraordinaire. If it's weapons or armor you seek, Vulcan's Forge is the place. Oh, right. Okay, so some of that, the scrap, I can sell it, but I also should keep it because I can upgrade stuff. I remember now. So my armor for Will, and then there's also different classes of weapons. Will you oh, you won't upgrade the broom spear though, huh? That's a bummer. All right, cool. So a little like Secret of Mana almost with like the different weapon classes. That's cute. Okay, Eris, you gonna talk?
Oh, a customer. My apologies. It's just this book. It's so good. Okay, yes, I'm Eris, Weaver and Potion Master. Come to the Wooden Hat when you need a potion or enchantment. What do you want to craft today?
All right, so I can make better potions. Oh boy, I can make better potions. Oh, and they're not always health. There's like single-use potions. And is it just raw money to make them? Oh, no, I see. So I have the one royal jelly or rich jelly that I need. How many do you want? I can only make one. All right, so we aren't going to buy any, but at least now we know about it.
Oh, hi. This book's so good. Yes. What can I do for you?
And then she'll also do enchantments. Okay. Pretty substantial enchantments from what it looked like. All right, gang. Already we're bringing this town back. So hopefully this is an unfettered trip into the Golem Dungeon now. Oh boy. Spit me out immediately at a crossroads, huh? I hate flying enemies. Oh, I also hate falling. Oh boy. All right. Wait for this guy to shift. Got him. Not the most elegant dungeon clear, but you know what? We'll take it. Whatever we just grabbed looked a lot bigger and more, I would say, expensive than what we've been getting previous. Broken sword. Artifact must be placed at top or bottom of bag. Artifact must be placed at top or bottom of bag. What does that mean? Oh. Oh, that's right. The inventory management is like puzzle based. All right, so we've interrupted a family gathering. Jelly Mama and her kids were just trying to enjoy the day. All right, would you stop with this? It's out of control. We've murdered an entire family of jellies. Our cowardice knows no bounds. Combat seems more Dark Souls than Dead Cells. I don't know that I would necessarily make that combination or the comparison for either of those. I think that the best correlation is probably like it's a melee Enter the Gungeon. Because it's very like stick and move, dodge roll. But with the different weapon styles, I mean, I guess the different weapon styles feel a little Dark Soulsy. But the combat, like you can tank a pretty healthy amount of hits. All right, so you must go to the left or right, and you need to be at the top or bottom. We still have room for all of those, so we can just take them. So this is where kind of learning the, oh, I don't want you to be able to get me stuck while I'm dealing with the other guy. This is where learning the different values and stuff kind of becomes important, because when we're starting to fill up our pack and we need to make judgment calls on what to take home and what to leave here, we're going to want to know the relative values. Oh, this is solid rock. I see. And there's, I mean, I would even go as far as to say there's a certain amount of like, this game very clearly wears a little bit of Binding of Isaac on its sleeve. Like the Zelda comparison is pretty easy to make. So you can't leave right away. You need to charge your pendant by finding stuff. So it's not like you can just dip in, find something and dip out and play like the long game. But our pendant is now charged. Trying to read this, please. Today marks my first steps into these mysterious dungeons. They were discovered not far from Renoka, a small and incredibly charming village just north of the crater. And they are quite a unique occurrence. Any number of adventurers may enter a dungeon at once, but no one will adventure together. These dungeons seem to build themselves around the one entering. A unique maze for each person, never the same labyrinth twice. One must ask, though, If no one is currently inside the dungeon, does it even exist? Now these are the questions. Many right now are flooding to these dungeons for their treasure, completely disregarding the inherent danger of the hostile creatures inside, just for some gold, some fame. But not I. No, it's all about the questions for me. Where do these dungeons come from? Why do they constantly shift and change? And why are they filled with unseen treasures? I'm not here for the what. I'm here for the how and why. So are all of those are we going to find these campsites of Pete's? Because that'd be kind of cool. We're chasing after like the memory of Pete. Come on. I would love to find another potion so I don't have to like fail. Should have really thought about that potion. Okay. Ooh. Oh, very nice. Soak a little bath up. The prompt here is gonna kill me. Why? Why do our tools keep disappearing? Chambers full of precious stone are left untouched, but rooms and chests holding our most basic tools keep vanishing. So, do I trust that this recharge is because there's a fight coming up? Oh, we can switch back to Broomchan. Oh, don't worry, gang. Broomchan in the house. All right, let's push our luck here. Why not? Should not have pushed our luck. This was a foolish choice. Oh boy. What was I thinking? I'm almost dead. Luckily, so is he. Get messed up, son. You weren't ready. You weren't ready for the smoke. Ah, okay, so each dungeon's multiple levels. These doors are closed. This is one of the strange devices the creature dropped when he fled. This one's rich, actually. Almost quite literally rich. For every item you place into this device, gold of some perceived value drops out. It's great if you need to use your pendant in a pinch. The device looks like a mirror, so I'm just gonna call it the mirror. Keeping it simple. I do wonder though, where do the treasures dropped inside go? And am I getting the best deal here? All right, cool. So we've unlocked the mirror. So if we drop items into the mirror, it gives us gold. So that means that if we have to leave stuff behind, we don't necessarily need to just throw it into the abyss. We can mirror it. A mirror that turns items into a small amount of gold. Very cool. All right, I think what we're gonna do though, gang, that seems like a good spot to do a pendant trip home. I don't know why the pendant just ate some items. That was kind of weird. We opened 2 treasure chests, defeated 31 monsters, and we escaped with the pendant. Looks like the Golem Dungeon is 4 layers deep. That's right. Putting that cash in our wallet, Juliefish. We got a store to run. Let's do a day's worth of business before we worry about the other stuff happening in town. So let's see here. We got whetstones we know are worth more than 10. Iron bars, we had already hit kind of a good spot with 25. So let's get iron bars out here for 25. Sell them both. And then whetstones, let's try 20, see where that lands. I believe glass lens we also sold way too cheap. Yeah, 10 was too cheap on those. So let's try these for 20. Let's see what we get here. I gotta actually open the store though. She's always the first one here. She's our most loyal customer, Granny is. And she has a shocking love for iron rods. Why, thank you for your custom. Don't forget, everyone, I'm single-handedly revitalizing our village, so maybe open those wallets wide. Ooh, okay, so still undershooting the glass. We went too high on whetstone, it would seem, though, so maybe 15 is the sweet spot on whetstone. And then we got room to put other stuff up for sale here. I'm gonna hang on to 5 rich jellies, because if we could make potions before we head into the dungeon, that would be good, because that was kind of the thing that stopped us last time. We know that 100 is a good number for these, so can we flip those for a red hot buck, I wonder? And then broken swords, let's try. Let's do 30 and see where that gets us. Do I have another broken sword? I do. And I'm actually gonna go get stuff out of my chests. More rich jelly. We got more fabric. Oh boy. Some of the inventory management I think is a little clunky. I like the puzzle aspect of it, but not as much in here. Watch out for sketchy customers. I gotta keep my eye on these people. Okay, broken swords were way more expensive than I would have guessed. I don't know if these people are buying them. They're gonna fix them up and like flip them on Craigslist. And then what we got? We know teeth stones pricing. Empowering crystals. I don't know anything about them, but I'm kind of sick about getting burnt on our first attempt. So we're going to try them for 50. And then hardened steel. I mean, hardened steel sounds like it's worth a decent clip, right? Try 30 for fabric. I feel like I'm undershooting everything by a shitload. But you know what? Will's that kind of merchant. He'd rather start low. Look at this person. Came in specifically looking for equipment, it looked like. All right, big miss on both of those yet again. Our tutorial dungeon gave us garbage that was worth nothing and like trained me to kind of keep an eye out for shitty stuff. And then they hosed me because everything's actually worth a shitload. So you know what? Joke's on the town. Now we're running this. That guy's looking for, or that lady, I think it's a lady. She's looking for equipment. I didn't have any. He loves the teeth stones. It's his favorite thing. Don't ask him what he uses it for, though. That'd be very impolite. 100 for the hardened steel is still a deal, so I continue to be a dummy. Too much, though, on the golem course. We can fix that, though. So let's try these for 100. And then water spheres. We're going to try those for 100. At least they're pretty forgiving. So like, that's something that I've never really liked about, I mentioned earlier the game Reciteer and Item Shop's Tale. And they have a similar, like, you've got to kind of guess and ballpark the pricing. Oh, sorry, miss, hang on. I'm repricing this if you'll excuse me. And Reciteer's like much less forgiving about if you goof up a price, like customers just get pissed. I'm about to close up shop, everybody. It's getting late in the day. I got potions to buy. Did we finally find the price? We did. A productive day here at Moonlighter, gang. Made a ton of money. Learned a bunch. I think that's one for the books. Yeah, see, look, there you go. Not bad. 3K? I'll take it.